You know what? Mario is a pretty violent dude, jumping on enemies, burning them, and using his pet dinosaur to eat them all. All of that violence needs to stop, which is why I have decided to try to beat some Mario games without the use of violence. And today, I have decided to try this new challenge idea with one of my favorite games, Bowser's Fury. The rules are simple. We are going to try to beat Bowser's Fury with the least amount of violence possible. So what is considered violence, you might be asking yourself? Well, jumping on enemies, ground pounding enemies, cat clawing enemies, using Bowser Jr., using Plessie, and basically anything that Mario directly uses to hurt someone. Obviously, we have to defeat Bowser to clear this game, which means we're going to have to hit people for sure. So that's why I will count how many hits are actually needed to beat this game. Now that everything has been set, make sure to subscribe and let's just jump into it. This game starts off with Mario falling down the magic goop, only to land in a very empty area, that is, until Fury Bowser wakes up and starts attacking us. Thankfully, there are no enemies here, so grabbing the first cat shine will be done quickly. And as you can see, the light from the lighthouse seems to hurt Fury Bowser, which is actually a strategy we'll be using throughout this challenge. Normally, you're meant to fight Fury Bowser and hit him many times, resulting in useless violence. So instead of that, we'll be sure to collect every single cat shine while Fury Bowser is out, thus resulting in him getting hurt by the lighthouse and not by us. Less violence for this challenge. I'll be using my epic Bowser amiibo to summon Bowser before I collect every single cat shine, and we should be all good. Alright, let's grab Junior and set him to no help, and let's get ready to visit Scamper Shores, a very easy level that does contain a few conch doors, Goombas, plants, and a couple other enemies. But these enemies can all be avoided by being careful. And once we're at the top, we'll be able to collect our cat shine, and collecting all of the 5 cat shards will give us another one. The third cat shine you're meant to collect in Scamper Shores is the one you get by defeating this gooey Luigi enemy. And obviously to defeat him, we have to jump on his head or hurt him, and that would be violent. So we'll be skipping this one, and instead we'll just summon Fury Bowser so that he gets rid of all those Fury blocks, granting us another cat shine. Next up, let's go to Pounce Bounce Isle, and yet again, this area doesn't contain that many enemies on your way. I do have to admit that collecting the first cat shard is nerve-wracking, as we have to jump above all of those marching enemies. It is possible to do it without hurting them, so that's cool. Getting the other cat shards ain't too bad, and getting to the lighthouse is also pretty simple. We can also grab another cat shine by pressing this switch down and moving quickly to the top. And as you can see, all of those lighthouses did a fair amount of damage to Fury Bowser, allowing us to finally grab the Giga Bell to start off the first fight. Since we want to minimize the violence we'll use to defeat the guy, well, we just have to hide behind something to dodge Bowser's fire-breathing attack, and then, once he jumps in the sky and tries to crush us, let's just move out of the way and do our first ground pound hit of the game, and boom! One hit KO. Bowser 1 is done, and we only have used violence once, which is still okay. Less violence, more gameplay. There's actually 2 more shines that we can get from Pounce Bounce Isle, such as the one in the cage over there. Grab the key, avoid the bullet billies, and unlock the cage. And for the final shine we'll get here, summon Fury Bowser and make him destroy those Fury blocks, and ta-da! We're all good to go. So in a normal playthrough, you can actually bring back this cat to its mama for yet another cat shine, but if we try to turn day into night, well, the cats will turn evil, resulting in us not being able to get the shine from rescuing the cats, and that's kinda sad cause these cats will never be reunited. Oh well. Fort Flaptrap is next, and I know the first cat shine I'm going to get here will be controversial in the comment section down below. Basically, to get it, you're meant to get rid of all of those bullies. and obviously I cannot hit them or push them in the lava or even use Junior to move them out of the way. This section does feature a bunch of flipping red and blue platforms though, so let's just say they move on one of these platforms and I happen to be jumping at the exact same time. Then the platforms would flip and they'd fall down in the lava. I promise this was all just a coincidence. I actually never intended for them to fall down. There was no violence here, I promise. They just were at the bad place at the bad time. I didn't plan anything. Thankfully, getting all of the cat shards will be far less controversial, and so will getting all of those blue coins, as there's no enemies that need to be defeated in order to get those 2 shines. But sadly, the next one wants us to defeat those Magikoopas, and as opposed to the bullies from earlier, well, these dudes float in midair, so there's actually no way of defeating them without resorting to violence. So I guess we'll let them be for now. Let's grab the shine in the Fury blocks and we'll move somewhere else. Slipskate Slope is up, and this stage starts off with one heck of a jump above a tower of Goombas. We want to get the cat shard on top of their head without hurting them, and by doing a ground pound jump, this will be possible, although very precise. As we go across the bridge, let's grab some cat shards and let's dodge the few enemies on the way. This is not too bad, and the first 2 shines will quickly be obtained. Getting all of the blue coins is very easy, as there are no enemies on the way as you ice skate down the path. Grab the key and move back up to get your next shine, and then use Fury Bowser to open up the path to the 5th and final shine of this level. Claw Swipe Colosseum is the next level we normally visit, and sadly the first thing we're meant to do here is to fight the mad lad himself, Boom Boom. Look, I know Boom Boom is pretty weak, but he still needs our help to be defeated, which would result in useless violence, so we'll avoid doing that for now. Thankfully, we can still swim around the battle arena and climb on top of the Colosseum to get all of the shards for a cat shine. But sadly, this is the only thing we'll be able to get from this level, as the Fury blocks are not available without first defeating Boom Boom and Pum Pum, so I guess we'll have to visit another level. Trickety Tower is not so bad. There's a couple of annoying spike enemies along the way as you climb to the top, but we can just jump above their spike pillars and avoid hurting them altogether. Grabbing all of the shards can be done very quickly with the help of Junior, and soon all of the enemies will vanish, leaving you alone to collect your blue coins to get another shine. Hit the switch and quickly move to the top to get another one, and then destroy those Fury blocks to get the final shine. And as you can see, Bowser's health bar seems to be very low, and I feel like we can probably defeat him with one single hit. So let's grab the Giga Bell and start the fight. To defeat Bowser this time around, I just dodged his spikes and waited for him to do yet another ground pound attack. And then I did one too, and goodbye. He's done for. Only one hit was required to defeat him, which is still acceptable. Chris Climb Castle is kind of an easy level. It contains a bunch of bitty bugs along the way as you climb up the tower, but with the propeller bugs you wear on your head, it's actually super easy to float away and dodge them all. Getting the shards along the way is also not very complicated, resulting in 2 easy cat shines. I got my next one by hitting this switch and using the propeller bugs to move to the top there. Normally, the next cat shine you're meant to get is obtained by defeating a gooey Luigi, which we cannot and will not do, cause remember, no useless violence. The Fury block shine can be obtained and will then be done with this world. Roiling Roller Isle is kind of difficult, as this level is full of lava and it's actually easy to fall down in it. Getting all of the cat shards will not be possible, as there's one hidden behind those bricks and you are meant to destroy them with a Babum, but a Babum is a living creature and using it to blow open the way would be way too violent. So instead, we'll just climb to the lighthouse and get a shine, and then we'll get a few more that do not require violence, like this timed switch one, or you know, the key that is obtained by moving to the top yet again and then gliding your way down. Finally, as you can probably guess, we'll get those Fury blocks out of the way to get yet another cat shine. For Pipe Path Tower, I actually didn't want to go inside of the clear pipes to move my way up, because at one point you're meant to hit some POW blocks to destroy those spiky moving boulders inside of the clear pipes. And I don't know if these things are live creatures or not, but they move, so if they're alive, then it would be too violent to break them all. So instead, we'll just be moving on top of the clear pipes and gather all of the shards along the way. We'll also climb up the wall to get to the shine at the top, and after that is done, the spiky balls will be all gone and we'll be able to easily grab all of the blue coins inside the clear pipes. Grabbing the key and returning it without defeating those fire bros is stressful, but possible. And finally, the fury blocks will be easily destroyed, resulting in yet another cat shine. Risky Whisker Island starts off with a gooey Luigi fight. And as you all know by now, we cannot hurt that guy, as this would be violent. Instead, let's ignore him completely and get the shards and the shine inside of the Fury block. That's all we're going to be getting from this world, and then we'll be ready to move to Mount Magmia. Wait a minute, it's locked? Yeah, it's full of goo, so it seems we can only unlock this one by defeating Gooey Luigi. So we'll not be exploring this world for this challenge, which isn't too bad, as this world is kind of a pain in the butt. Don't worry, as even though we cannot visit this world or collect all shines from the previous ones, there's a bunch of cat shines we can get from Lake Lapcat, such as the Plessie Rings one or the one on top of the snake platform near Fort Flaptrap. There's one in the air, one behind the waterfall, and as you can see, Bowser's health is very low. Oh, and if you're wondering what happens if we get another shine when Bowser's health is like this, well, there you go, nothing happens. You cannot actually defeat Fury Bowser with the lighthouse only, which kinda sucks. So let's grab the Gigabail and wait for Bowser to come and hit himself on this spike pillar I'm holding, and ta-da! We defeated Bowser 3 and it only cost us one hit. It's now the final Plessie chasing sequence, and to defeat Bowser, you need to hit those bells in Bowser's face 4 times, and with the 4th hit being given, Bowser is defeated, the world is saved, and this challenge is over. So, how many hits are actually needed to complete Bowser's Fury? Well, a grand total of 7, 1 hit in each Fury Bowser fight, and 4 hits in the final Plessie Chase sequence. Hey, you know what? Only 7 hits to clear all of this game? Well, for me, it's a win. Violence was avoided at all costs, and that's pretty good. Thanks a lot for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a new concept for me and everything, but if you want to see more of the no violence challenge, well, make sure to tell me in the comment section down below, smash like and do all of that fun stuff. If you want to see more videos, well, tap the cards on screen right now, and as for me, well, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!